Greetings YouTube. Today's video is going to be an unboxing video. We'll eliminate all this packaging first. Got the Insta360 original bits here, starting from the camera around to those accessories, and then this is not Insta360 here. So I'm going to clear all that away and go one by one on each of these packages. Starting with the meat of it then, the actual Insta360 camera itself. I mean, it is just an awesome sized little camera, isn't it? You can see immediately, and it feels great straight away. The build quality just feels nice. It's got a bit of weight to it, probably more, yeah, definitely more than an iPhone. More easy to fit in the palm of your hand than an iPhone, and yeah, just as a device, that feels like a good thing to have in one's hand. So we'll put that there for a moment, see what else they've sent in the box. So look at this cable. Okay, so that is a USB-C to a USB old school. That's kind of annoying. I'd like that to have been USB-C on both ends. Let's get away from these old connections, but there we go. Carry case, which I hadn't realised you would get with it actually. Little pocket for it. Let's have a little look there. Open it up. Presumably slots in that way, or maybe it's more logical to have the lens in first, not sure. But that's, yeah, nice sort of neoprene type case for it there. Obviously we've got all the protective stuff on it for the moment, which I'll leave on there because as I remember from investigating, supposedly these lenses scratch really easily, which is an interesting feature. The second meaty part of this is the Rode Wireless Go 2 dual channel wireless microphone system. So there's two microphones and one receiver, which I am very interested to try out. There we go, what we got in here. Curious little pouch there, probably, yeah, okay, so that's obviously going to fit everything. And then inside this part we've got the three little components of it. Two of these are the microphones, and I'm guessing that's going to be the receiver. And then obviously these little wind deflector muffler jobbies to go with it. So let's slide that off. What else have we got in here? Just little cables. What cables have they given us? So yeah, USB-C to USB. Is that USB-A, B? Can't really remember, should know. Two of those. Sorry, three of those. That makes more sense, doesn't it? One to charge each component. And now that, I believe, is the audio jack that we're going to use to connect the receiver straight into the side of the Insta360 X3. The aim of the game here is to have the Insta360 X3 on a stick, and then mounted on the side will be the receiver, with a little cable that connects it into the Insta360 X3, and that receiver will still in theory be out of view of the 360 camera in the magical stitching that occurs. So let's find that mount next actually for that. Ulanzi PT20. Invisible mic cold shoe. There we go. Open that up. Yeah, so there we go. We've got that little fella which connects onto the bottom of the Insta360, and then you've got the camera, the mount for the mic on one side there. Look, so that will be pretty neat. Okay, cool. Put that there like that. Next up, we'll go through the rest of the Insta360 branded accessories that I've bought. Clearly, everyone needs a selfie stick for this, and there's a variety of options there. This is the Insta360 Extended Edition selfie stick, and it extends from 36 centimeters to 3 meters, or 14 inches to 9.8 feet. Which is quite long really, but you can get some awesome shots, it would appear. So let's get into here. Sling all that to one side. Yeah, so that's quite a chunky thing all in all, which is good because you want some kind of sturdiness when you're, having the thing fully extended, because otherwise, it could be rocking around all over the place. I think it's all friction based, which is pretty, well, that's so straightforward, isn't it? There's no messing around there with screwing things one way or another. I did see online lots of people complaining about bits of carbon fibre in some of their packages, but there's none of that on this one. It's very clean. So far that feels like a great thing. Curious bit of plastic on there. I'm not sure why that. Oh, that's just some kind of warning, caution about something or other. Probably, don't walk under electrical cables. Do not screw on the camera violently. Okay. Just going to extend it all the way, just in my studio here. That's the guitar at the other end. Oh my god, that's quite a long thing. Yeah, going to look like a right plonker walking around with that, but that'll do the job nicely. Right, thumbs up for that. Straightforward bit here. The lens cap for the Insta360. Again, as I said before, all reports are that the lenses can scratch pretty easily, so I'm going to avoid that as much as possible, but still whilst getting some use out of it. So let's have a look at this little fella. Yeah, nice rubbery lens cap jobby, just clips over the end like so. That will absorb some good knocks, I would think, by the looks of it, so that's glad to have got that as well. I did see a note that obviously you need to be really careful not to get any grit or anything inside the lens cap. So if you're on a beach or something, I would imagine that's the thing to leave in the car. Right, next, going to get these two up at the same time. So this is the little fast charge hub for the batteries. Right, straightforward little charger, USB-C for the side bit, and then hooray, that is USB-C to USB-C, so good. Rather than USB-C to USB old school, which is, as I said, a bit irritating. And then the other one here was the mic adapter. So that is what we use to connect the Rode wireless mic receiver through the little cable into an audio socket on here, and then that goes straight in the side of the Insta360. So let's get into it and have a look at it. Alright, tiny little thing. There it is. So that slots into the side here. You have to remove one of these little panels and then just slot that in. Put it all together in a minute. Next up on the Insta360 branded kit is the carry case. Should all be straightforward. It's quite rigid. Yeah, obviously 360 in there. It's got room for the lens cap too, like that. Battery case, selfie stick, and then the Insta360. So I might still get the little selfie stick. Got the 2 memory cards I've bought. It's 128 gig each. Interested to see how quickly one chews through the memory on this thing. And then this is the third-person bike handlebar mount, which actually my first usage for will be on a scooter. I'm going to scoot around London with on a nice hot sunny day with this attached to the front of it. Again, looking like a bit of a plonker, but stick to what you're good at, eh? Right, so let's get this one out. Okay. Right, obviously the stick there itself. That to go onto the handlebars, pretty straightforward. Next up is a Ulanzi multifunction super clamp mount. This was just, I need something in general for well, attaching this and all kinds of other things to whatever you come across, and this looked pretty decent. So you've got the just the grip there. That opens up nice and quickly. Clamp it around whatever you want, and then the really adaptable. That's good. You can film at any angle there with the little tripod plate attachment jobby there. So yeah, that feels like a good construction again. Very last bit is the Delkin Devices Fat Gecko triple mount. Alright, and this is specifically something I've got for sticking the long selfie stick onto the back of the car. So when one is driving along, you can have a aerial shot, or a 360 shot using the Insta360 of other cars and the surroundings. Right, there we go. Hopefully this is a pretty solid device, because obviously having all your kit attached to the side of the car is kind of slightly worrying. So I think the idea is two, but obviously two main suction cups there, and then a third one so you can mount things at a sort of angle. I'll work out all the rotations, all this stuff in a minute. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you can imagine like that's on a windscreen, or well, probably on the rear screen, like that. And then selfie stick goes onto there, like that. So that looks like a pretty decent bit of kit as well. So all in all, quite pleased with this haul. At some point I'm going to get the, although these are waterproof, there is advice to get the case, the waterproof case for it to get better shots. So I'm going to get that as well for next time we go scuba diving, and enjoy that. So yeah, good little haul.